Now at 5 a.m., multiple arrests overnight following another massive No Kings protest, the latest on the global demonstrations.
A rising death toll in the Middle East as the war with Iran stretches on. The latest as the combat operation widens.
Could TSA agents finally get paid? The latest on a funding bill, and if airport security lines are finally easing up.
Now, Southern California's news leader, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
5 a.m. on the dot on your Sunday morning. Thank you for being with us. I'm Tim Caputo.
And I'm Abigail Velez, in for Irene Cruz. In downtown L.A., a massive No Kings Day protest turned chaotic, leaving several officers injured.
LAPD says 9 juveniles were arrested and cited after some in that crowd began throwing rocks and concrete. Several adults were also arrested, but those numbers have not yet been released. Eyewitness News reporter Madison Weil was there as the peaceful march took a turn.
Well, it's unfortunate that what started as a very peaceful protest turned into moments of mayhem here in downtown. We were with tens of thousands of protesters who peacefully marched through the streets and ultimately at the end with police as they issued a dispersal order. Moments of unrest, a man tackled to the ground outside the Metropolitan Detention Center downtown. An unlawful assembly declared after protesters began throwing rocks, bottles, and concrete at federal officers. Here you can see tear gas canisters being thrown into the crowd. LAPD ultimately shutting down Alameda between Arcadia and Temple Street, taking several people into custody, including this woman dressed as Lady Liberty, before getting the crowd under control. A very stark contrast to how the day started. A very peaceful No Kings Day protest with tens of thousands gathering at City Hall.
We are here to reclaim our democracy.
After several speeches, the crowd marching, making its way through downtown. A very diverse crowd with very diverse reasons for showing up.
I'm out here today because I spent 4 years in the Army turning around trying to fight what's happening in our country right now. You've got somebody that is in total power, that is overriding our Constitution.
I feel like our administration is currently taking us down a path of fascism, and I feel like it's destroying our democracy.
What is it like to be out here walking with so many people?
I think it's great. I think it's awesome that so many people are willing to come out and stand up for doing what is right.
And this protest in downtown, just one of many across Los Angeles and many nationwide. Organizers say at least 8 million people gathered at more than 3,300 events across all 50 states.
It's a chance to actually physically engage, to be together and realize that there are a lot of like-minded people.
Madison Weil, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Organizers say the No Kings Day protests were the largest day of protest our country has ever seen. Many Southern California communities also took part. Take a look. This is from Altadena, Huntington Beach, and Riverside. Each demonstration looked a little different, but they all denounced the Trump administration, from immigration enforcement to the war in Iran. Well, to the weather now, a sunny and warm day for us, but a big change is on the way. Meteorologist Carly Gomez is in for Shayla. Carly, what are we in store today?
Yeah, we're still looking at some areas of patchy fog, so that's going to stick around a little bit this morning, but not quite as impactful as yesterday morning. Some of that fog did start clearing mid-morning, but it's actually taking a little longer right now to form out there. Just take a look over Long Beach. You can see the formation kind of starting, so it may continue as we move through the next few hours. Otherwise, 54 degrees, a very light to calm wind, and we will see some more patchy areas in and out of Southern California. Now, just take a look here. As you can take, if you can look here at Santa Monica, you're still seeing 10 miles in visibility, but other areas into and around downtown LA and LAX seeing some visibility limited down to even about 5 miles in LA, 6 in Long Beach, 10 in Fullerton, looking good there. Santa Ana at 9, a little further south. You can see that visibility down to about 6 in Oceanside. All right, let's talk about what we can expect over the next few hours. Now, mostly cloudy to partly cloudy skies this morning in the upper 50s and low 60s. Then by 11 a.m., you are looking at about 78 degrees into our afternoon hours, mid 80s, mostly sunny skies for LA, and the valley spots are going to be a little warmer than that as we move over the next few days. We're going to expect areas of the valleys like Riverside, 94 degrees today with mid 80s Monday. Then we cool into the 70s by the middle of the work week. We'll talk more about what to expect by Wednesday in terms of shower chances coming up. Tim, Abigail.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Carly. Looks like a great weekend. Military operations in Iran continued this morning with a rising death toll.
A U.S.-based human rights agency says more than 3,000 people have been killed by U.S. and Israeli strikes. The Israel Defense Forces confirms that weapons and nuclear sites are now the top priority, with more than 50 fighter jets targeting ballistic missile and command centers. Meanwhile, the conflict is spreading across the Gulf. Air defenses in Bahrain intercepted 23 suicide drones in just the last 24 hours. This follows strikes on an aluminum facility in Bahrain that left 2 employees injured. Meantime, the first set of U.S. ground troops have now arrived in the Middle East. According to Central Command, 2,500 Marines who were previously stationed in Japan arrived this last Friday.
Well, the search is expanding for this 11-year-old boy out of San Dimas with a plea to anyone watching. Take a look at your screen. This is Kenneth Jones. The LA County Sheriff's Department says he was last seen yesterday morning near West Cypress Street in San Dimas. Jones was wearing a gray zip-up hoodie, khaki shirt, and dark pants. If you know anything, please call police.
New this morning, a sad scene in North Hollywood where a person was hit and killed by a car overnight. You can see the firefighters there rushing to that person, taking them to the hospital around 10 last night. Video also shows a crumpled walker on Laurel Canyon Boulevard near Sherman Way. That's where that person was struck. It appears the victim was trying to cross the street there. They later died at the hospital. Police say the driver, though, did stay on scene. No charges are expected in this case.
Hours-long lines at our nation's airports, but could it be ending soon? The latest as TSA agents await their paychecks.
Plus,